once again, everybody. Today's going to be another interesting day.
Yep.
We're off to get our second set of vaccinations, so we'll just top things up. Same process as last time. We'll be taking the BTS over and short little walk, and we'll get the vaccinations. And then the favorite part of my day is we're going to head on over to a local beer garden here and give you guys a little preview of what a beer garden in Bangkok looks like.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet, so this will be all brand new for us as well. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, apparently it's open air beer market on the street. Lots of people walking around, having a good time. So that should be interesting. So keep following. Lots more content to come. We've got a busy weekend coming. We'll save that for the next one. See you later.
So we're out on the street walking down Sukhumvit, and we're on our way to our local BTS station. And it is, as usual, complete chaos on the street. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, so I just had a rather, energetic conversation with a gentleman who wanted to give me a ride to wherever we were going. But I said it was just down the street, and he wouldn't take no for an answer. It was quite funny. Anyway, I convinced him that we were fine.
So just on our way to our local BTS station, Asok. One thing that we found was interesting in Thailand here is that the walk lengths are very long. They give you about 75 seconds to cross the street, but there's a penalty to pay. You have to wait about 1.5 to 2 minutes at the corner before the light changes so you can walk across the street. So totally interesting how the traffic moves. They kind of let everybody go, and then at the very last minute, it's time for the pedestrians to cross. So most times it's a bit of a wait.
Part about coming down to the Victory Monument, honestly, is watching the traffic, because the traffic is amazing. But I think it's important also to learn a little bit about the history, about the cities that we're spending time in. And so this is a Victory Monument that commemorates a fairly short war between Thailand and the French, where Thailand was able to gain back some territories previously lost to the French from the Kingdom of Siam.
We did it. Successfully completed our second doses.
Yep.
Pretty painless.
Yep. Got some Band-Aids.
Look at her Band-Aid.
Yep. But all my stickers, full page, first page done.
Yep, and that'll be it for a while.
Yep.
We're just on our way to the market, just passing underneath the BTS train station here. Like I said, there's many ways to get around Bangkok. You can certainly put the steps in, and Dean and I try to do that as much as we can every day when we're feeling up to it. So yeah, we've been walking for about 45 minutes. Both getting a bit tired, but stop by for our
Definitely need a
local
cold-
7-Eleven for a drink.
Yeah, definitely need a drink about now for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, it's a pretty enjoyable walk today. Not too much sun. We're finding some shade and a little bit of cover from underneath the BTS here, which you can see behind us here. So, just carrying on to the market, and it'll be interesting to see what we see at the market.
Yeah, exactly.
So we were just on an official road that has turned into something that's probably less than official from North American standards, but Google Maps is telling us to come through here, so we will follow the road for a bit and see where it leads us. This is the Off the Beaten Track tour of downtown Bangkok.
Okay, so we have made our way to what I think is pronounced Pratunam Market. I'm probably getting that wrong. Anyway, I think it's a few blocks north of Sukhumvit Road, and it is really something. I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot like Tuk-tuk Market, but it's a bit more established. It's certainly not an outdoor market, but there's a lot going on here, lots to see. We'll have to take a look around and see what we can find here. I know Leo needs a pair of shorts for the gym, so I'm sure we'll be able to find those here somewhere.
What do you got on your list for today?
I don't got any more room in my suitcase. I don't know. I'll look for gym shorts too. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I don't have room to buy anything.
So we just finished our time here at Pratunam Market. We bought a couple things. As you can see from behind me, you can pretty much get anything you want from the footage that we shot. You could spend all day in here if you wanted to, roaming through the thousands of stalls that are here, but it's time for us to go. We had a great time. I think we'll pick up something to eat on the way home, and looking forward to tonight and going to the beer gardens. So do you think that motorcycles, mopeds, scooters are a common mode of transport in Thailand? Just a few lined up along the side of the road. If you're stuck against the curb, I'm not sure how you get your bike out. I guess you'd have to ask a friend to help you.
We've been in Bangkok for just over 2 weeks now, and the Skytrain has been so helpful to us in getting around the city that we thought it would be a good idea to pull together some tips and tricks that we've learned along the way that we can share with you, because knowing how to use the Skytrain can make a huge difference in how much you can enjoy this amazing city.
10,
Okay, so when you're buying your tickets at the ticket machine, you can buy tickets at the ticket machine, first of all, or you can go to the kiosk and speak to someone. But we've been regularly using the machines. And the first thing that you need to know is that when you get up to the machine, up in the top right-hand corner, there's the option to switch to English. So if you haven't learned how to speak Thai yet, you absolutely have an English option. There's no other options, but English is perfect for us, so that's the one we use.
9,
The next thing to keep in mind is that there's two different types of machines. One accepts coins only, and the other accepts bills. For us, we found between the two of us buying tickets that we usually spend about 70 baht total per train ride. And so that's a lot of coins to put into the machine. So I typically end up paying for any given journey with 100 baht bill. That's the most common thing. So I would look to see if you can get a cash machine to do that. That's what I recommend.
8,
Okay, so the next thing to keep in mind is while you're buying your ticket at the machine, you're going to be pressing the spot that you're going to. And the pro tip I have for this one is always make a note of the station at the end of the line on the route that you're going to, because you're going to need this information right after you buy your tickets. You're going to go through the turnstile with your ticket, and you will immediately need to know the last station at the end of the line. So we forget to do this all the time. So my tip to you is try to do better than us. Try to remember to find out what the last stop is, because you're going to need to know that right away.
7,
And of course, make sure you hang on to your ticket. So you're gonna tap your ticket to go through the turnstiles to get onto your train, and you're going to have to return that ticket when your ride is over. If you buy a single journey ticket, you can't tap it on the machine to get out. It won't recognize it. You have to actually put it in the machine, because these tickets get recycled and reused over and over again. The only time you would keep your ticket and tap it on the machine to get out is if you have a full day pass, or if you've managed to figure out how to buy a rabbit pass, which we have not yet done.
6,
Like you can turn the machine to English to buy your ticket, all the announcements that are made on the train will also be done both in Thai and in English. So you'll always be able to hear the name of your stop in English. It's very hard to miss your stop. We haven't done that yet. And then in addition to the verbal announcements about which stop is next, you can always follow along on the guide. We'll give you an indication of where you are relative to your stop. And we've seen everything from just a printed sign to these little kind of mechanical signs which light up at each new stop as you go through them, and to full-on video screens. So you don't really know what you're going to get from one train to the next, but you will be able to read your stop in English and follow along quite easily.
5,
Siam Central Station is a very, very popular place to clear off the train for two reasons. There's a huge shopping mall there, although there are shopping malls all up and down Sukhumvit Road, but there's a huge mall there. And it's also a transfer station between Skytrains. So if you don't plan to get off at that stop, I would suggest that you get out of the way, because there will be a mad rush for the door and you don't want to be involved in that whole thing.
4,
So as helpful as the boards are on the train and as helpful as the announcements are on the train, we'd also suggest that you download the BTS app on your phone. It will be enormously helpful. It will keep track of your progress on the train, plus also help you pick a route as you're planning your travels for the day. So that's a good one.
3,
The other thing is you might as well bring a mask with you. You're not required to wear a mask, but there will be announcements that suggest that even though masks are not required, that they highly recommend that you wear masks, and almost everyone to a T wears masks on the Skytrain, and it can be quite crowded as well. So you might just feel like it's a good idea to have one. And we've actually ended up changing our plans on some evenings when we've forgotten to bring our mask. We just said, you know what, we don't want to be the only people on this train without a mask, so we're just not going to go. We'll change our plans. And that's the main reason we haven't been to the beer garden yet, but we're going to fix that tonight.
2,
There's all kinds of shops and stalls, amazing things that you can buy. We're continuously surprised at everything that you can find at the Skytrain stations. Everything from, cold and iced coffee and general snacks, which maybe that's not so surprising, but you can actually get a manicure at a Skytrain station.
1,
And then the very last thing is, and this might take a little bit of extra energy, but just so that you know, there are times when trying to go across Sukhumvit Road, when it's really busy, like at rush hour, say for example, where the pedestrian crossings are really difficult to get across. There's just no other way to describe it. But in those cases, you can actually use the Skytrain station. There you go. You can actually use the Skytrain station to get across the street if you want to. We've done it many, many times. The trade-off that you're making, of course, is that you have to do the steps up, over, and down. So.
After a long day at the market and scampering through downtown Bangkok, we were too exhausted to make it to the beer garden. So we waited a day, and I'm thankful that we did.